top story at 6:30. We now know when the suspect in the Delphi murder investigation will go to trial.
A judge ruling Richard Allen's trial will start in less than 7 months, coming up in January. Samantha Johnson was inside that courtroom for that announcement yesterday, and it was really not the only big news that came out of that long day in court.
Yeah, that's right. And speaking of the trial date, there was one comment that really caught my attention from the defense in this case. One of Allen's attorneys said the longer we wait to have this trial, the longer the trial is going to be. Of course, we know, as we mentioned, the judge in this case, Francis Gull, decided on January 8th as the trial date for Richard Allen. We know that's when jury selection is scheduled to begin. And as of right now, the court has allotted 3 weeks for this trial, which is scheduled for Carroll County. Now, one of the other big moments from yesterday's hearing, the Carroll County prosecutor, Nicholas McLeland, said Richard Allen made, quote, incriminating statements over the last few months while he's been in prison. He said Allen, quote, confessed 5 or 6 times to killing the girls, end quote. Now, he didn't go into any more detail, but of course we know he's talking about Abby Williams and Libby German. Allen's attorney said they know about these alleged statements, but that they were generic. The defense also said the jury will hear all about that when the time is right. Now, most of the day yesterday, hours of testimony, was all about Richard Allen's health and whether or not he should stay in this maximum security prison unit. The defense is arguing that Allen's health is deteriorating in isolation, but we heard from the prison warden who told the court he would be worried about Allen's safety if he were moved to a less secure facility. We were just inches from Allen during that court yesterday. We watched him come in and out of the courthouse. He did appear weak and unsteady at times, even stumbling throughout the courtroom in a few moments. So the judge now considering both sides of this argument. She did not make a decision yesterday, but we do expect that in the coming days or in the coming weeks.
And it sounds like some of this is self-inflicted, his condition. He's not eating, you said.
Yeah, the warden mentioned yesterday that he's on what they call hunger strike, which means that you've opted out essentially of 4 meals in a row. So he's been placed on that a couple times. The warden also mentioned he had been on suicide watch a few times. Those are just a few of the new elements that we learned. As for what comes next in this case, we know there was supposed to be ballistics evidence mentioned yesterday. That's been continued, so that'll be coming up too. We also know that Judge Gull actually plans to release documents that are sealed right now. Those are expected next week, and then of course the trial in January.
So we had some big developments yesterday, but it sounds like a lot of big things to pick back up on the next time that they're in court. Samantha, thank you.
And 13 News has been on top of this story since the beginning. You can find all of our past coverage plus the latest breaking developments in the case anytime at WTHR.com/Delphi.